Hey guys, and welcome back to another book video with your two favorite book nerds, Amy
and Kelly.
Today we're talking about summer reading. Woo, woo,
Yay!
Talking about summer reading plans, summer new releases that we're excited for. So yeah, jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Do we want to start with new releases, or do we want to talk about a little read-a-thon that I am for sure probably partaking in, and Kelly might partake in?
Maybe. Let's do that first.
Let's do that first?
Okay.
Okay, so this little read-a-thon is called Summerween, baby, because, you know, Halloween in the summer is just exactly what you want. I believe it takes place, let me double check on this, July 5th through the 11th. And there are some little prompts here, and I think there's 5 prompts, and we're gonna go through and kind of just like talk about books maybe that we've read that might fit the prompt, or books that we want to read that we will use for that prompt when it comes our time.
Sounds good.
I don't have everything picked out yet, so we're gonna be kind of making this up as we go along.
Maybe I'll just look at the shelf.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But, okay, so the first prompt is to read a book in the dark, which, you know, you could read any book that you want in the dark. I recommend horror books because they're the most fun to read in the dark.
In the dark.
Second prompt is to read a thriller or horror book. Allow me.
And here are some suggestions.
Yes. There are many, many amazing horror books out there. What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher.
Yes.
How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. The Troop by Nick Cutter. The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. The Institute by Stephen King. Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. You know, the list goes on and on.
Mexican Gothic.
Mexican Gothic. Yeah, there's a ton of good horror books out there. The one that I think I'm going to use for my prompt is The Chain by Adrienne McKenty. This book is about this person, I don't really know for sure, but their child gets kidnapped, and so then in order to get their kid back, they have to kidnap another child.
Right.
And it just continues in this chain or whatever, and it's supposed to be pretty good. Like very, very creepy, very like a lot of anxiety kind of inducing scenes and stuff like that, so exactly what I'm looking for. So that'll probably for sure be one that I read.
There you go.
Yeah.
I might just read Harrow the Ninth, which is a book I need to get to anyway, which is the sequel to Gideon the Ninth. It's also twisted. I can't even like explain. I don't even know, honestly, how this continues on after Gideon the Ninth, considering the ending of Gideon. I'm not sure, but that book was bonkers. It was like a closed door mystery in space with necromantic magic. So I think all of those elements still apply, so it ought to fit in there.
Alright, the next prompt is to read a book with a night sky on the cover. I really struggled to find books with the night sky on my shelf. That I wanted to keep all of my recs and the ones that I pick horror thriller related, so I struggled at home to find ones. One that has a night sky that's not horror thriller is Us Against You by Frederick Bachman, which I believe is part of the Beartown series duology. So yeah, you'd have to read Beartown first.
I don't know. I'm just looking. You can keep going.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what else had one. I think for sure the one that I'm going to read for this prompt that fits is A Flicker in the Dark. I'm pretty sure that book has a night sky on it, or at least it has a night covered on it. So I've been wanting to read that one for a while, and I think that's the one that I'm going to go with for that prompt. I'm going to make it work. It is my read-a-thon, okay?
There you go.
I can do it how I want to do it.
That's right. I don't know. This is just the Atlas 6. I have not read yet, but it looks like kind of a solar system sort of on the cover. So that's a thought. This is a loose interpretation, but The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Starless Sea. I don't know. Stars in the Sky. It's not really on the cover though, and I get that.
Well, I mean, you could honestly, we could probably say The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern.
The Night Circus.
That has like kind of like a dark sky.
It does. I don't have any idea, people. I'm just pulling crap off my shelves. This one does. I can't get it off. Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstances by Ruth Emmy Lang. That has a starry night sky on it, so that's a possibility.
Oh, Station 11 has a nice
Station 11 does, yes. That is a very good book. Very good book. Trust of the Emerald Sea. I'm going to say that's Moon. Do what you gotta do, right?
Heck yeah.
Alright.
I want to read that book. That is one fantasy book on my
Yeah,
TBR.
I need to read that one.
Alright, the next prompt is to read a book with 5 words in the title.
3, 4, 5. Tress of the Emerald Sea.
Perfect. I also picked The Ballad of Perilous Graves.
Oh, yeah.
Figured. Yeah, that also has kind of like a good spooky spook.
Yeah, it does.
So,
It does, yes, definitely.
I think this is the one that I'm going to use for that prompt to read, because I haven't read this one yet, so I think this is the one that I'm going to use for my TBR. What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall is another good, like, thriller. I honestly really like this one. I know there are some people out there who didn't enjoy this one, but I thought this was so well done. It was so good. Freaking love this book. So this is one I would definitely recommend for that prompt. I also would recommend The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. This book left me paranoid as all get out. I loved it. I loved it. And I'm pretty sure this is the one that also had like a lot of the horror movie references and stuff to it. So if you are a horror movie lover, you will also like this book, and just be prepared to figure out like where all of the exits are. You know, because like that's what that book made me want to do, was just like constantly checking where the exit was in case I needed to run.
It is paranoia inducing.
Yeah. Oh, this was the other one. So My Heart is a Chainsaw is another one that I thought of putting on my TBR for that prompt as well. So it's gonna come down probably between these two for me. I don't know which one to pick, but Stephen Graham Jones, man.
I was just looking on my shelf too. I've got The Girl in the Tower, which is the second book in Catherine Arden's
The Bear and the Nightingale.
The Bear and the Nightingale. Blank. Did a blank. Also, The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi, which I have not read yet, which is like the coolest cover. So that, Our Lady of Mysterious Ailment. Our Lady of Mysterious Ailments by T.L. Huchu, which is the sequel to The Library of the Dead, which I also have not read yet because I'm really.
That also would be 5. The library.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Library of the Dead is also 5
5
words. That's what I was like. That's what I was counting. Not
okay, got you. I was like, I know it's 5.
She's like, oh, well, duh.
That's why I'm mentioning it. Hello. I think that's it. All the other that I was picking out were 4, but there's a few that aren't horror or thriller.
Yeah, it's good to have a nice little variety.
Rounded out.
Variety.
Yeah, I think those. Okay.
Okay, the last prompt is books that take place in the summer. I have nothing.
We were just talking earlier. I don't like summer, so I don't really want to. Well, okay. So the Riley Sager book about the camp, that's obviously in the summer.
The Last Lie, is that what?
Yeah.
The Last Lie I Told.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
Not our favorite, but hey, it is in the summer.
Don't pay that close attention to what time of year books are set in unless it plays like a super massive part. I mean,
the only good Indians is wintertime. Yeah, I just don't like summertime, so.
I don't know. I don't care that much about when it's set.
That Victor Lavelle's Lone Women, I think that takes place over an entire year. So it would include summer. I think Wayward, which was not my favorite book, but I'm pretty sure that takes place in the summer. Look, I can think of all the books that... Maybe that's why I didn't like those books, because they're set in the summertime.
Maybe so.
It could be.
Anyway, that's that. So, yeah, my potential TBR, I guess, what I'm going with.
For 7 days.
Yep. I'm aware, thank you.
I'm just
The
saying.
Chain by Adrian McGinty, Flicker in the Dark for the Night Sky one. A book with 5 words in the title. One of these. Most likely this one, because it's been on my shelf longer than this one. I'm trying to give the older books priority because I've been giving the new ones priority for a very long time, and it's only fair to give these ones priority now. So this one probably. And a book that takes place in the summer will be a surprise to everybody.
Who knows?
Most likely I won't even make it that far. I would probably only make it through one book.
That would be the one to ditch.
So, yes.
That would be the prompt to ditch.
For sure.
I don't know. Who knows what I'll do. That wasn't even on the list. It's gonna be... When did I say this one was? Oh, for a horror thriller. Hair of the Ninth. That would be the one I would probably read for that. With the Night Sky, probably this one. Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstance. It has been on my TBR for a really long time, so I would probably pick that one up. Especially because I've heard that the Starless Sea is one that you really have to struggle through a little bit. It's kind of hard to understand, and you really got to pay attention, and I don't feel like doing that right now. And 5 words in the title. Tress. Probably Tress, I would say. And who knows? I mean, this may be set in the summer. And then I've got 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
So there we go.
There we go. So there's our Summerween. Let us know if you're going to be taking part in Summerween, what books you're going to be reading, if you have recommendations for us for the summer books that take place in the summer, or for any of the other prompts. Be like, no, read this one instead. Let us know. I'd like to know. But anyway, now on to the second part.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2
of our summer reading. Yeah. In an interesting mood. We're good.
I'm still scared to try.
Yeah. So new releases that we are excited to read that are coming out this summer.
Yes.
So we both picked 5. Well, we have 4 different ones and a 5th one that we're both very excited for.
Yes.
So, you want to kick it off?
Okay, so my first one is Foul Days by, it's either Genoveva or Genovava. I'm not sure. Genoveva something. Demova. Anyway, Foul Days, like Foul, not like the bird. It's described as a gritty, atmospheric story. A gritty, atmospheric story rooted in Slavic folklore that's described as a mix between The Witcher and Naomi Novik.
So 100%.
So
100%
a book for me. I just got done with a book with Witcher vibes and loved it. So yeah, definitely for me, I think.
And what day does that come out?
Oh, that comes out June 25th.
Hey, that is what day this book releases.
Ooh, it's a big day for book releases.
Yeah, The Children of Anguish and Anarchy by Tomi Adeyemi. It's the 3rd book in the Children of Blood and Bone series, or yeah, is that what the series is called? I know that Children of Blood and Bone is the 1st book, and then there's Children of Virtue.
No, Legacy of Orisha series.
Okay, well,
Children of Blood and Bone is the 1st book.
Yeah,
Legacy of Orisha.
I'm gonna have to go back and read the first 2 because there's been such a long gap in between them that I do not remember what happened at all. So yeah, but I am still excited about it, and I've seen that some editions of this book have sprayed edges that are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh.
Like I'm talking like
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that is pretty.
Like, the whole cover and everything is just beautiful.
Yeah. They really were beautiful covers. I wish I'd liked the books better, but...
Yeah. I'm scared to read them now because they were a little bit more YA than whatever, and I'm really starting to not like YA books anymore, and so I'm nervous. But I still do want to read it. At least finish off the series. 'Cause I don't know if that's the last book or not. But anyway, I'm rambling.
All right, my next one is Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. And this is released on July 30th. This is an adult debut of a YA author, so those don't always go well for me. But this sounds good because it is a favorite trope of like a reader crossing over into a fictional world of their books, and gives it a thrilling twist. So basically this woman is dying, and in a magical deal she makes, she can enter into the fantasy world of her favorite book, her favorite fantasy book. But when she gets there, she finds out she's the evil sorceress in the book. So it's about her, you know, basically trying to survive.
That sounds fun.
So yeah, the cover's really cool too.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, I like that. That's
So
very like pop culture. Like,
it is.
Yeah.
It is pop culture. Yeah.
100%. Love that.
So.
Alright, well, my next book that I'm excited for is Horror Movie, a Novel by Paul Tremblay. Paul Tremblay and I have a very interesting relationship. Okay, I did not enjoy his book, The Cabin at the End of the World, because of the ending. I hated that it was an open-ended ending.
You don't like those.
I hate them so much. I need finality in my endings. Okay, like, this is what happened. The world did end. These people did die. Like, whatever. I hate it when the author leaves it up to you to decide. Okay? No. I'm not here to think. But this one, I'm always drawn to his books, even though I really did not like that one. But this one sounds super good. It comes out on June 11th, and it takes place in the 90s, so already I'm drawn in. And it's about a group of, what does it say, filmmakers who spent 4 weeks making Horror Movie, which is a notorious, disturbing art house horror flick. But the weird part, only 3 of the film's scenes were ever released to the public, and apparently it has grown a very large fan base. The movie is supposedly cursed, so kind of like The Ring vibes, where if you watch it you could die kind of a thing. So I'm like, 90s horror kind of a situation. I'm here for it. I think it'll be good. I don't know, I'm excited. And the cover is really dope too. It's got like a videotape on the cover.
Oh yeah, the whole retro thing.
And I'm like super into VHS tapes now, because Home is Where the Bodies Are. That's
there you go. Alright, my next one is the T. Kingfisher release, which isn't until August 6th, but I've already pre-ordered it, so and it is A Sorceress Comes to Call.
I didn't know she had another book coming out.
Yeah. The last couple of hers have been kind of meh for me. Like, the story didn't fall through, but I still love the way she wrote it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that this one hits a little more like Nettle and Bone did. But we'll see. It is a dark and complicated retelling of the Goose Girl fairy tale. And it looks like the main character is a young girl whose mother is the witch from the Goose Girl fairy tale. And so, anyway, she has to kind of...
I don't know if I know that fairy tale.
Well, you better read it. It's kind of gruesome, but it is a gruesome fairy tale.
Sounds like a fairy tale for me.
Yeah, it is kind of gruesome. Like, there's this princess that goes off and she's traveling to get married to the prince, and her maid is actually a witch that along the way cast this spell, so the princess can't talk. And so when they get there, she takes the princess's place, and the princess becomes a goose girl, one that takes care of the geese on the field and stuff, and it kind of gets really gruesome from there. So anyway,
All right.
Supposedly, this main character, Cordelia, is the daughter of the witch, and I'm not sure. By the description, it doesn't look like it follows the Goose Girl. Like, it's not a retelling, but maybe inspired by more so. Anyway, I know I'll love the way she wrote it. I just hope I really like the story this time too.
All right. Well, fingers crossed.
Yes.
Okay, the next one that I have is another one that comes out on June 25th.
Well, that is a big release day.
It's a big release day. It's called The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. So, it sounds so good. It's deemed as like a feminist psychological horror.
Oh my.
So, yeah, I'm assuming it's about, it says here, it's a debut novel that traces the origins of a budding serial killer.
And the cover's pretty cool.
The cover is amazing. That's why I like it. Yeah.
Alright, my next one is not until August 13th, and that is Lady Macbeth by Ava Reed. I haven't had the best luck with Ava Reed either, but this sounds really cool. So it's basically a reimagining of Lady Macbeth from the Shakespeare play, Macbeth. So I don't know. I've always liked that play, so I guess we'll see. Like with Ava Reed's books, I like her writing, but her stories just don't always flow very well for me, the storylines. So again, hopefully I will still, maybe they'll come together this time, because like I said, I'll see. I kind of like the the reimagining tales that are like from the point of view of a supposed female villain.
Mm-hmm. Which
Which reminds me, the lady that wrote Kaikeyi, Vaishnavi Patel, I think it's Vaishnavi. She has a book coming out this year too. I'm just not sure when, but she has the next one coming out, The River Goddess or something like that. But that'll probably be a good one too. Kaikeyi was amazing.
My next one is I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. It's going to release on July 16th, but the cover of this book is also amazing.
It is.
Like, look at it. It kind of gives me, like, 80s slasher, like, movies and stuff like that. The vibes. It's very similar to kind of like My Best Friend's Exorcism sort of a thing. But I'm sure this will be a lot better. Like we said, The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones is really amazing. Hoping that when I read My Heart is a Chainsaw, that it is also just as good as The Only Good Indians. So I'm excited. I have a lot of Stephen Graham Jones on my TBR shelf already. Why not add another one?
Why not?
Why not?
So our final one that we have together, so our number 5 is together, and that is Megan Bannon's The Undermining of Twyla and Frank. And I'm not sure on the release date of that.
July 2nd.
July 2nd?
I think.
Oh, I already have it pre-ordered. July 2nd, yes. And it is cool. It's a cool cover.
Yeah.
We were just talking. It's been a while since I read The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, but I swear Frank and Twyla were already a couple in that book. So this might be going back in time for like a prequel kind of thing. But Frank and Twyla were 2 characters from The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, so I do remember Frank for sure being what's his heart's partner.
Yeah.
But I am positive Twyla was like over them, like a superior officer over them, and that Frank and Twyla were married. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I need to go read that book again. Okay, never mind.
Awesome.
This is my book. Do I have my book in here? Anyway, whether that's true or not, we'll find out.
I'm very excited for that book. Yeah, Undertaking of Heart and Mercy is one of my 5-star reads. Absolutely love it. So yeah, I should also probably pre-order this book because I know I'm gonna buy it as soon as it's out. So I might as well pre-order it, because then when it comes, it's like a free book. Book math.
Book math.
If you pre-order a book, it's free.
That's right. Exactly.
But So anyway, those are just some of our summer releases that are on our radar. So
yeah, I only have 2 of the 5 pre-ordered. I better get to work.
Yeah, I have none of them pre-ordered, so yeah, I'm way behind.
That's right.
I'm sorry. If you have any summer releases that you're looking forward to, please be sure to let us know down in the comments, because we'd like to hear what you guys are excited for. Maybe it'll like show us some new ones to be excited for as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Do that. Do that stuff.
Do those things. If you guys did enjoy watching this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, go on down below the video and hit that little red subscribe button. Join the Everyday Adventure family so you see our beautiful faces every Sunday for new book videos. Sorry, it felt like being an auctioneer for a second there.
Hey!
Hey! And then...
Yep!
$5, $5 went to
Yep.
$10. Also, be sure to go and join channel membership so you can get early access to videos, not book videos for the moment, but maybe in the future. And also, we're trying, you know, we're like about a week ahead on some things, kind of. So we're trying.
We got you.
The phone's just like, please.
Don't lie.
Don't lie. Go do that. Go follow us on social media, TikTok and Instagram at Everyday Epic Book Club for even more updates and bookish content.
Yeah. And for even more stuff, you can go out and check out the rest of Amy's channel, where she has plenty of content that is non-book related. Things like home renovations and home decor and cooking and kitties. And what more could you want from that? But she has even... That was going to be so clever. It really was. That was going to be so clever. Until my mouth ran away with me. She has even more stuff. You can go check out her blog, where she has articles on travel. And Watch It Wednesdays, where she watches Netflix shows and gives you her reviews. And reviewing restaurants for Foodie Fridays. So make sure you check it all out and become a part of the entire Everyday Adventurer family.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Please. But anyway, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'm Amy.
And I'm Kelly.
And we are
the Everyday Epic.
See y'all in the next one.